Academies. They're designed to challenge the culture of underachievement and to improve standards. The government has pledged to have 200 of them built or in the pipeline by 2010. Intended to be highly tailored to suit the needs of the pupils they serve, those involved often talk about engaging young people in their design. But just how realistic is this for academies, or for any new school building for that matter? Can customers who are children really have a genuine influence on the outcomes of these sophisticated multi-million-pound projects?
I think it's difficult for designers and builders to actively engage with young people because I think they want to hear our views, but they sort of get in touch with us once and hear our ideas and stuff, and they sort of get some ideas from us, but then they never really come back to us and tell us how it's going and whether we've got any more ideas. And I think it would be nice if you sort of got that just got to hear how your ideas were going and how they'd been developed further.
I'm not really sure designers really care how much children want things because they think that they know best.
Because they've been doing it for a long
and
time.
they've been trained to do it.
This site in Birmingham has been earmarked for an academy for the creative, digital and performing arts, to be called Eastside. The site itself is challenging, with a large buttress wall on one side and a main road running close by another. Academies remain a major plank of government policy, as Lord Adonis made clear at the launch of Eastside in November 2007.
The Eastside Academy will not only be a brilliant academy for the performing arts for the young people who are there, it will also be a centre of excellence for the whole region, which will do a lot of outreach work with other schools and provide opportunities much more widely across the region.
The lead sponsor for the academy is the Ormiston Children and Families Trust, which works to support disadvantaged young people.
What do we think when we talk about education? We think about building platforms, making a step for the next generation. Now as a kid we don't always see this, and we just think school is boring. And by the time you left, you realise it's more important. It's not the thing you should have been ignoring, you should have been storing knowledge, making plans for the future.
The Eastside Academy's project team are meeting for a visioning day. PKF is the company managing the project, and the meeting is a kickstart to the feasibility stage. Complex technical specifications will have to be matched to a wide community and educational consultation, including potential students.
The real challenge is it's a 14 to 19-year-old academy which isn't opening until 2011. What that means is the pupils that will be going to the school are 8, 9, 10, 11 at the moment, and it's quite hard to find sophisticated but meaningful ways of engaging them in a school which many of them won't choose to go to, and because of the nature of the school probably won't be able to go to. So the challenges are, one, you're dealing with very young pupils, two, who for the most part probably won't be coming to the academy, and we still haven't worked through all of that, if I'm honest.
Nick Williams, principal of the Brit School, is helping the project team engage with young people. The Brit School, which was built in 1991, is being used as a model for vocational training in digital media and the performing arts. Students here have been empowered to help make decisions like where the new editing facilities should be housed.
The young people, they will cut through much of the speak that people have about what they're trying to achieve. What we've done more recently is to involve students in the process of the change of our building, because the industry has changed. So what we now need is a different thing maybe to what we thought we needed in 1991.
To get an idea of the kinds of things students might want from a creative arts and digital media academy, we invited a group of young people at Swanshurst School in Birmingham to have a brainstorm.
Yeah, DJ
That would be
software.
amazing. I want a big theatre.
Like a proper professional one.
Whisper, dance, springboard.
Yeah, with curtains
Yeah.
and lighting
And balconies.
and
balconies
a pit
and
for the
chairs.
orchestra. An orchestra pit.
I think we should have a cinema.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
so
and,
cool. You could make films in art and then show them, and you could have
in the cinema room.
And
Yeah.
have
A new school that would be doing including drama in it. I would include rehearsal space and flats and better lighting.
What I'd really like is some professional CGI software, because then we can make really cool special effects in videos.
So, DJ software, a professional theatre, curtains, lighting, a cinema, rehearsal space and CGI software. Quite a shopping list and a challenge for the design team.
The beauty of children, particularly young children, is they're not limited by the sorts of things that the rest of us as we get older think, oh, well, we couldn't do that, so we won't suggest it. Young children will suggest it. But part of the learning for them is for them to come up with ideas and then working with people like us, following them through and maybe realising that actually you can't do that one and have all good reasons why you can't do that one. And they learn just as much from that as they do from having their ideas taken up.
But with music rooms, dance studios and acoustically insulated rehearsal spaces to consider, the requirements are very sophisticated.
It's not like you're talking about where the playgrounds are going to be and the playing fields and just about the student recreation space. It's actually quite technical. So to an extent, it's going to be finding a balance between giving them involvement in the areas which are probably of most immediate importance to them, but also relying on the professional technical advice in the areas where you need that kind of input.
I think it would be really interesting to find a way of the young people themselves of all ages actually meeting with architects and builders. We could maybe film some of the meetings and some youngsters could be there. That filming could then be shown to other youngsters so that you actually have a wider audience for the challenges we face, the kinds of answers that we might come up with, and the way in which the youngsters themselves of all ages can contribute to that debate.
I don't think this is just an issue about young people. I think it's an issue about the contractual process, whereby the creative ideas that get generated by all sorts of people within the building of new schools are often lost in the financial and timetabling problems that occur further down the line. And it's about how you mark and recognise the central importance of the key things you're trying to establish. That's about getting your vision right, that's about understanding what it is you're trying to create at the end, and sometimes hanging on to those principles in the face of people who maybe don't quite understand it.
To get genuine student involvement in the design of a new school, whether through the normal school council route or an informal consultation process, project managers have to be prepared to deliver on their promises. So there's a risk involved.
If you create a school council, you've actually got to say to them, unless there's a very good reason, we will do what you think we should do. And that kind of commitment has to be brave. And you have to do things sometimes that sometimes even the adults are not sure should happen in order to get students some kind of confidence in that process.